Hi, my name is Jesse Perlman, and this is A Fresh Perspective. And basically, this channel is all about my just getting out of my head all these big thoughts and different ideas I've had throughout my life. Now, throughout my life, I've been many different things. I've been a Marine for 15 years, I led Marines. I really got to understand what it took to lead people, to work with people, to communicate with a variety of people, to get them to understand a common goal and to get them aligned to a common goal. Most of the Marines I worked with, most of the organizations I worked with, in time, we became high performing. So I want to talk about leadership and aspects of leadership. So you'll hear that on the channel. You'll hear things about vision and what it takes to create high performing teams and what causes the distance between starting something and getting to high performing at times. 15 years in the Corps, got out of the Corps, became a Petroleum Inspector out in New England for a while, then came out to Colorado, was an executive assistant, supervisor over a data entry group and a billing division for Bell Mountain, the old the old U.S. West, right before it turned into Quest. So again, it was about helping facilitate an organization become successful and then working directly with a team to help them become successful. I actually superannuated myself. I got myself out of that job by automating it. Moved to a different position and was laid off. So I've been through hardship as well. I went without a job for, 2005, 2004, 2005, right as we were leading into the 2008. I was in the beginning of the whole mortgage fall apart. Right? My house was short sold. It could have been foreclosed on. I went through a bankruptcy, lost my vehicle to repossession. So when I talk about things, these are from the observations and experiences I have and the context that comes from it. I finally got back into software, became a support engineer, was involved in the construction industry and the software that supports estimation there for a while, and then moved over into Rally software, which anybody who has been in the agile space may recognize the name. That's where I really found out that I was an agilist. And all an agilist is a person who is constantly evolving their behaviors in the world. They're looking at what's going on and they're finding ways to improve their relationship to the world and thus the world's relationship to them. And sometimes that's working with a group of people to find the best way forward for all of them to do the same thing. Again, aligning to a common task or goal or vision to help bring coherence and performance to an organization. So agilists are constantly reviewing their processes, leaning them out to discover the best means to deliver the most value with the least amount of effort. That's what we're all trying to do, is become hyper efficient in providing the things that we need for ourselves. So that was a whole world shift and an explosion of what I thought was just a microcosm of what I had learned in the Marine Corps, which was inspect, adapt, and let's use the old phrase, overcome, which I horribly hate because it turned into such a trite thing. But anyway, that's a different matter for a different time. So that's who I am, and now I am an agilist. I work as a business agility consultant. I stand behind a software called Jira Align, and I help organizations understand what they are doing today from a software delivery perspective, from the highest level to the lowest level, and understand where the impediments are in their systems, where there is discordance in language, to bring a unified understanding, to normalize the behaviors so that they can get into performance. And the way this always works, before I'm done here, is just anything that we start to do, we have to form around the new thing, the idea, the concept, the task, whatever it is. Then we storm about how it's best to be done. I want to do it this way. No, I want to do it this way. I think it should be yellow. No, it should be blue. It should be pointing this way. No, it should be pointing that way. Until we all start to say, oh, well, green is the right color and it should be round and there should be 5 seats because there are 5 of us and that's the table that we want. Now that we have the table, now we can do the work. Now that we're doing the work, that's normalizing the environment. Now you can get into performing. You have the table, it's the right color, it's the right shape. Everybody knows how they're going to sit at the table and what they're going to do at the table. And now the work flows across the table quite quickly. Form, storm, norm, perform. Zoom. And any change brings it back down to some extent to go back up. And that's all change management is. And That's what I'm going to be talking about always, is finding the best change possible for us as humanity, for me as an individual, that may help you as an individual, or for groups. So that's me, in a nutshell. Who's a nut? See what I did there? Yeah, there'll be some of that too. All right, thanks. Fresh perspective, Jesse Perlman.